iPad. Go over there and sit down there, Jerry. So, so now we're going to have one of the original members, yeah, of the team here, and Jerry Scantlan, and you were here 60 years ago tomorrow.
In fact, I started before.
Oh, before that, yeah.
Yes, John hired me to set up the office and to make up all the logs
Yeah.
and to start selling advertising for several months before we went on air.
Yeah.
I think I started actually on the first day of the year up there and set everything up.
So how did you get associated with him, to begin with, when he decided he wanted to start a radio station? How did you...
Well, how come for me?
Yeah.
Louis Rice had Rice Realty there.
Right, correct.
And we had bought a lot down Timberlane, which she from Rice Realty.
Right.
And she had told Johnny, said, you ought to see about getting Jerry Scantlan to take care of the office, because she said Jim Harrison had Tam Footwear where I was working, but he was moving it to Arkansas.
Oh.
And so Louise told John, said, you ought to go see Jerry. So John come and talked to me, and I went to work for him. In fact, I had, over my lifetime, I've had 3 people that come to hire me that I never went to ask for a job. So Johnny done that, and Lori, of course, Lori was born in 1969, and I told John, and all along September of '69, I said, John, I'm going to have another member of the family. I need a little bit more money for
Yeah.
to handle the family. And John said, "Oh, you're doing all right." And I said, now, John, I'm giving you a notice that if you don't do something, I'm going to leave it the first day of the year. Oh, no, you're going. And he come along the 1st of December, and I told John, I said, John, I'm leaving. No, you won't leave. And I said, John, I'm leaving. He said, well, what are you going to work? I said, I don't know. I'm going somewhere. But I said, you won't give me no more money. And so finally, about the last week of '69, well, John said, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm leaving. And so that's when he called Wilma in. I hired Wilma to take my place.
All right.
So anyhow, that's how come me to leave KTUI.
Yeah.
If John would have come across with a little bit more money, I might still be with you
might
guys.
still be here. And speaking of Lori, of course, her and her husband have Lacey Mobile Glass,
Right,
and
yes, they do.
and they're sponsoring our weather right now. So we're glad to have them on board. So.
Yeah, she's one little gal.
Oh yeah, she calls me quite often for for Don. She works for Donnie over there at Edward Jones. And
I'm gonna have a birthday here in the 24th of this month.
yeah,
I'll be 86.
86. Yeah.
My wife just had her 85th birthday, so right now we're both the same age for a little while.
For a little while. Well, Jerry, I'm glad that you were able to come in here, and
I'm glad to see you guys still going. I really do. I've always enjoyed working with them up there. I had a couple of things that my memory that John was a DJ, and so was Charlie Strasser.
yes.
Okay, and we had it set up. If I wanted to talk to the DJ, I'd beat on the wall 3 times, and then they'd pick up the phone, and we'd use the phone as intercom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyhow, I got a phone call from this lady, and she said, "Oh, what's that name of that song that's playing?" And I said, "Just a moment." I beat on the wall, and Charlie Strasser picked up the phone, and he said, "Yeah, Jerry." And I said, "What's the name of that tune that's playing, Charlie?" And he said, "Just a minute." And I can see his head
Go spinning right.
I can see his head going round and round trying to catch up to that record. And finally he said, blank, 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 blank. And then he got real quiet. And he hung up. And so I hung up too, and he, just a little bit, he opened the door and come out and said, "Was somebody on that phone?" I said, "Yes, there was. Yes, there was, Charlie."
Oh my.
And that was on Charlie. Now Johnny, I had told Johnny, I said, "John, I don't have time to proofread what I do, because see, I was taking care of the office plus for half a day, and then I was going out and selling advertising for half a day.
Oh yeah.
So I was busy.
Yeah.
And anyhow, I had buy right market, and on a typewriter while your S and your W is right next to each other.
Yes.
And Johnny picks up this advertisement thing. He says, "Seeing immediately at buy right." Now it's supposed to be in a W. Supposed to be in win.
Oh boy.
Johnny come out there and said, "Jerry, I told you to proofread it." And I said, "John, I told you, you guys got more time to proofread before you say than I do."
Oh my.
Oh, we had quite some different times, And of course, naturally, I don't know, has Daryl come in yet?
No, I haven't seen Daryl. I haven't seen him out there, but.
And so actually, when they actually threw the switch, it was Charlie and John and Daryl and me.
Yeah.
Four of us was there.
Yeah.
So
I saw we posted the picture. I think what was there, about 6 of you or something from the newspaper from way back then, and somebody said, "Well, who are those guys?" And somebody said their names are written underneath the the picture.
Yeah.
So, but well, Jerry, I sure am glad that you got to come in, and
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad that you were part of it when it got started there 60 years ago. So
yeah, my son has moved to Arizona, so
yeah.
I don't think I'll move out there though. I told him that he could come and visit me. So I think Sullivan, Missouri stuck with me. Out there where I'm at, I should have probably sold that and built it. That was my second house I built.
Oh yeah.
And I should have probably done that, but we loved it so where we're at out there now. That's where we're at.
All right. Well.
And hopefully, that soon I'll have many more years together, and you guys too.
Yeah.
We just got celebrated 66, so.
Wow. Okay. Good. All right. Well, thank you, Jerry.
Okay, thank you, John.
All right. See.
John.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Scott, but I know it's.
Yeah.
It's interesting how you guys have come up with the radio station.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my family's been involved with it for
ever since I heard Wilma.
Yep. So.
Ever since I heard Wilma. So that'd be in 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Well, thanks.